Section 164. Vaisampayana said, after Bhima had pledged himself to accomplish the task, saying, I will do it, the Pandavas, O Bharata, returned home with the hams they had obtained during the day. Then Yudhishthira, the son of Pandu, from the Bhima's countenance alone, suspected the nature of the task he had undertaken to accomplish. Sitting by the side of his mother, Yudhishthira asked her in private, what is the task, O mother, that Brahmana at terrible prowess seeketh to accomplish? Doth he do so at thy command or of his own accord? Kunti replied, Bhima, that chastiser of foes, will at my command do this great deed for the good of the Brahmana and the liberation of this town. Yudhishthira said, what rash act hast thou done? O mother, it is difficult of being performed and almost amounted to suicide. The learned never applaud the abandonment of one's own child. Why dost thou, O mother, wish to sacrifice thy own child for the sake of another's? Thou hast, O mother, by this abandonment of thy child, acted not only against the course of human practices, but also against the teachings of the Vedas. That Bhima, relying on whose arms we sleep happily in the night, and hope to recover the kingdom of which we have been deprived by the covetous son of Dhritarashtra, that hero of immeasurable energy, remembering whose prowess Duryodhana and Sukuni do not sleep a wink during the whole night, and by whose prowess we were rescued from the palace of lack and various other dangers, that Bhima, who caused the death of Purochana, and relying on whose might we regard ourselves as having already slain the sons of Dhritarashtra, and acquired the whole earth with all her wealth, upon what considerations, O mother, hast thou resolved upon abandoning him? Hast thou been deprived of thy reason? Hath thy understanding been clouded by the calamities thou hast undergone? On hearing these words of her son, Kunti said, O Yudhishthira, thou needst not be at all anxious on account of Rikodara. I have not come to this resolve owing to any weakness of understanding. Respected by him and our sorrows assuaged, we have, O son, been living in the house of this Brahmana, unknown to the sons of Dhritarashtra. For requiting, O son, that Brahmana, I have resolved to do this. He indeed is a man upon whom good offices are never lost. The measure of his requital becomes greater than the measure of the services he received. Beholding the prowess of Bhima on the occasion of our escape from the house of lack, and from the destruction also of Idimva, my confidence in Rikodara is great. The might of Bhima's arms is equal unto that of 10,000 elephants. It was therefore that he succeeded in carrying you all, each heavy as an elephant, from Varanavata. There is no one on earth equal unto Bhima in might. He may even overcome that foremost of warriors, the holder of the thunderbolt himself. Soon after his birth, he fell from my lap on the breast of the mountain. By the weight of his body, the mass of stone on which he fell down broke into pieces. From this also, O son of Pandu, I have come to know Bhima's might. For this reason have I resolved to set in against the Brahmana's foe. I have not acted in this from foolishness or ignorance, or from motive of gain. I have deliberately resolved to do this virtuous deed. By this act, O Yudhishthira, two objects will be accomplished. One is a requital of the services rendered by the Brahmana, and the other is the acquisition of high religious merit. It is my conviction that the Kshatriya who rendereth help unto a Brahmana in anything acquireth regions of bliss thereafter. So also a Kshatriya who saved the life of a Kshatriya achieveth that great fame in this world as in the other. A Kshatriya rendering help unto a Vaishya also on this earth certainly acquires worldwide popularity. One of the kingly tribe should protect even the Shudra who cometh to him for protection. If he doth so, in his next life he receiveth his birth in a royal line, commanding prosperity and the respect of other kings. O scion of Puru's race, the illustrious Vyasa of wisdom, acquired by hard ascetic toil, told me so in bygone days. It is therefore that I have resolved upon accomplishing this. Thus ends the 164th section in the Vaka Badha Parva of the Adi Parva.